This is the Khoodeelaar television channel being broadcast on the internet, only on the internet, not on satellite, not on terrestrial, not on cable platforms. This is timed at 22:30 GMT on Thursday, 2nd of January 2025. This broadcast is being made at the time when the entire Western perceived democratic system is coming under unprecedented, unseen before concerted attacks by elements that are perceived to be friendly with the Western perceived democratic systems. The USA is doomed to become entangled as a quote society in unheard of, unseen before incidents that will be unleashed in the next weeks or months or during the year. The United Kingdom will be coming under severe pressure, as will France, as will the European Union countries, and Germany. Germany, the United States, the UK, France will be made the targets of attacks of disinformation never seen in the last 30 years, let alone in the last 3,000 years. We shall be, of course, watching whatever is accessibly watchable or whatever is accessible by using the normal social media, and we shall be making the necessary comments. Back to the specific, there is a piece in the I newspaper on the 1st. The I newspaper on the 1st of January 2025, which was yesterday, it talks about Nigel Farage. And it talks about Nigel Farage being comparable to what is called the giggling guru in the piece. But the piece is ignorant. It doesn't come anywhere near describing the situation that has been created in the United Kingdom. And the desperate situation in the United Kingdom of the current scale has been created by Tony Blair. Since Tony Blair took over in May 1997 as the so-called elected leader of the elected Labour Party majority landslide in May 1997, he colluded on unprecedented scales in the creation of massacres and genocide of Arab people, Afghan people, Muslim people. And Tony Blair has not been held to account. In fact, he has been fueling resentment, incitement, hatred against the Muslim peoples ever since May 1997, or even since before. And there is no mechanism, democratic mechanism, that I can see within the United Kingdom at any level, at the judicial level, parliamentary level, and the so-called fourth estate, the media, mainstream so-called media level, of holding to account any executive that is the government. So there is a daily, there is an hourly incitement. Now, on the 2nd of January 2025, incitement against the, within quote, democratically elected government that is fronted by Keir Starmer, unquote. Starmer, I have been describing him as the political murderer of the Labour Party for the last 3 calendar years. Starmer is not fit for purpose, nor is any of the other members of the executive that he fronts. And there is no commentator that can be accessed anywhere in the United Kingdom within the mainstream so-called media who understands what is going on. So every single one, including the likes of Kelvin McKenzie, the nutcase, the briloped Andrew Neil, et al., they are now acting as propaganda agents for the satanic forces that are bent on undoing whatever remains of the United Kingdom as a democratic entity. And this can be extrapolated onto Germany, on France, and going all the way to Australia and South Africa, Canada, and wherever else the Western imperialist forces of the past can reach. The satanic forces that are now represented by evil doing forces, evil inciters like National Nigel Farage and other racists and anti-Muslim, genocidists, massacre inciting, hate mongers, they are all free to do whatever they are doing or they are intent on doing without being held to account, without being even accurately described. Let's take a look at the Thursday print newspapers, samples at least, of the United Kingdom, which is the starting with the I newspaper, which has got on the top, terror attack suspect did not act alone. FBI hunts for accomplices after 10 killed and dozens injured in New Orleans. ISIS flag and explosive found in truck driven into crowd of revelers. Now let's see what the actual details of that are. Let's go over to page 11. This is the page 11 of the I newspaper. FBI hunts for terrorist accomplices after 10 killed in New Orleans attack. There is a close-up of the alleged terrorist who is named as Shamsuddin Jabbar. Now, on pages 14 and 15 of the I newspaper, there is a two-page spread which is headed on page 14 side of the two-page spread. Unholy alliance, Musk is Trump's best buddy, but for how long? Tycoon is as likely as not to fall out with the president, with impacts on his business due, by James Ball. It's a 2024 perspective. And on the other side of the two-page spread, page 15, wireless charging, cheap China's, that is about the competition with China. Now, what is the main piece by James Ball, the political editor of the New European newspaper? What is it saying in the conclusion? So they're saying that Musk is actually controlling the narrative and the operations by controlling the platform, which used to be called Twitter, now is called X. Shall be talking about all of these in later editions. This is ending at 22:23 GMT on Thursday, the 2nd of January 2025.